Okay. Finding my post. That's why I can't find them in the wrong place. Um, so welcome everyone, and because I haven't said it yet, I'm going to say it now. If you haven't done so yet, feel free to in the chat say hi, where you're from, and if you are new to Zentangle or just new to us or both. Oh, good. Inez is back for more. And I didn't flip through, yes, because we were talking about other things, so we were all saying hi to everyone that I missed. So here and Rosita and Laura. All right. So just so the little bit of housekeeping. We try to use the chat at least during most of the session, and because it's easier to hear. And sometimes it's just just with the technology, it's easier to read, and then we can ask for clarification. But I don't, just between mom and myself, when I listen to the recordings, I'm like, oh, Heather, take a breath and let mom talk. Because normally we have a yes, and plus Alyssa can, yes, everybody can answer in the chat, and and we have our ongoing haha Alyssa the Great. Oh, if there if there was some way, like I see some people that I listen to, and I think it's on, I don't it's other platform, and it might be YouTube where they can YouTube or D Live or something, and and the whoever's doing the thing will say, hey, well, I have to get some thank yous out here. Okay, so and so, thank you for the sub. So and so, thank you for the lemons. And it's like they have these cute things, but that's how people will donate or whatever. And it's just when you don't know, it's hysterical to listen to. It's like, too bad we don't have something like that on here that I could also throw backwards. Okay, so we're gonna have fun today with a new tangle, and I put both of them in there. Did I put nothing in there? No, I put nothing in there. So we're going to play with a new tangle from Sandy Vaughan from Ireland. So if you're on the morning sessions, Sandy is usually on the morning sessions because she's in Ireland, and it's just a bit too late for her when when we're doing this session. And yes, and Alyssa says, oh wait, nothing rude. Wait, yeah, and you know what? We only had that one time. I should mention it. If anyone, we had somebody that got on somehow and was private messaging, because you can do that on here. You can message somebody directly, and they were kind of nasty. So and I think they exited themselves before I booted them, and I've never had that happen before. But if anything ever happens weird, make sure to let me know. Yeah, Melissa, forgot about that guy. It was so funny. All right, so in the chat, you will find the links to the step outs. I didn't see anybody say that they admit to being new, but you're welcome. And even if you're new to Zentangle, I just want to know it doesn't have any bearing on anything except for just that way I know, and we can make sure that we explain things more than just having regular conversation using regular lingo, Zentangle lingo, and stuff like that. So let me share my screen. And this was fun. This one, it took me a little out of my comfort zone because it's kind of random and things, but it had success, so it's neat. So Foccsee, which is inspired by foxtail, the flower, and we'll show a picture in a moment. And so she has it starting off kind of in the middle of wherever you want it, with a bit of a curved line, and then finishing it off with just a shape of your choosing. Thinner at the top and maybe wider at the bottom. And then aura one side of it, or aura-esque. We'll throw that word in. So I mean, it doesn't have to be an exact aura, but so we're leaving a space in between. and then, doing the same thing again, and just, continuing to work. This was interesting because she has us working from the middle down, and then from that middle, and then you can work back up. And I'll show you hers. Her step out is, of course, way better than mine. And then once you're set with everything, then we're going to add a little curve line, and that's why I magnified here. In my, well, I didn't number that box, but my box 6, putting a little curve line towards the bottom, and then some little either dots or small orbs in there, and then add shading. So here is, and if you are subscribed to my blog, because this is my messy website. If you're not, go right here where it says you're following this blog. There would be a place, right here, where you can put in your email address. So that way, when I send these kind of things out, or when I send the recaps, you get it first. Because I try to send it out also on email just in case, but it ends up being one more step that makes an extra delay. So subscribe to the blog, and then you're for sure to get it. So here is the foxglove plant that she says is blooming everywhere along their country lanes in Cork, Ireland. And and it's not an uncommon plant, but I like how it, like the orchid. Oh, that's better. You see on the inside where it has it kind of looks freckled, but like in this, because it's a dark purple. Well, there's a mix of light and and dark little spots in there. So
I'm noticing, looking at those, they all come to a point on the end.
they do.
And then the upper smaller ones are just rounded, like it's closed up yet. It hasn't opened up to that.
It's true.
Just
So
an observation.
yeah, yeah. Um, don't we get Oh, I don't know. What is digitalis? Is it?
That's from the foxglove plant. Yep.
What
Yep.
is it though?
Digitalis is what they give for people when they have like heart attacks.
Yeah, it's for afterward, heart medicine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dad
Okay.
used to have to carry it, and Grandma did too. And they put it under their tongue if they think they're getting a heart attack, or if they are getting.
Oh, okay. I thought that was. Oh, I can't remember what the name that I've heard that. Oh, interesting. All right, and then here is Sandy's step out, and you can see how it's just whatever shape that you want. And then she kind of has it kind of going into a smaller, almost a flux-ish type shape. And yes, Jen, you're right. Yeah, I learn something new every day. But yeah, they're just interesting shapes, because while we're not in Zentangle, we're not working to replicate something, to draw it. Like our conversation earlier about too much like art type of thing. You're inspired by it, and so this is what how her inspiration came out. So we're not trying to replicate, but I like that point you could about making those. You could have it be a little pointed at the end, and that could be kind of neat.
Well, another thing I noticed, and you can't really see it, the difference between your step out and her step out. But I was noticing from this morning's, when we saw everybody's.
Yeah.
There's an echo when your mom's talking.
Yeah.
Oh, is there? Let's see. Is everybody? Oh,
Everybody's
that's
off.
weird. Everybody, but it might be me. So let me mute me while you're talking, just in case.
Anyway, I noticed that when you start auraing the next shape, the ones that were closer together looked more like the flower. And then some people had theirs further apart, and it didn't. It was an interesting tangle, and it was interesting shapes, but you lost. I mean, and that it's okay. It lost that flower look
When it was too far apart.
when it was too far apart. But it doesn't matter, because, like you said, it's not like we're trying to actually draw the flower. It's just interesting shapes that might happen to look like a flower.
Yeah,
So it's either way is okay.
that's right.
They all look like bones to me.
All right. Yeah, and then yeah, well, yeah, we were joking. I said they looked a little like ghosts. But
Noses.
noses, yeah, exactly. So, and then two note on hers that the little curve line at the bottom, it can go any way, any direction. So, kind of like, I mean, this is why I like the line dot dot on Flux, or just the line dot, because you can add that shape, or you add the line, and you can add character to the shape, and it kind of makes it where, like, I'll have some that will look like this, just a deflated balloon, and when you put that line in, it will it's like, oh, look at how neat that looks all of a sudden. But so so play with that, and then two, because I noticed I was putting mine too close to the bottom, sort of. I mean, I could have backed them up a little bit. That might have added a little bit more character, but same thing. It's however you feel inspired, go for it. And so here's some of Sandy's art with it, and and even here, like, I kind of went wide at the bottom, but this is interesting, like this, she just has one at the bottom, and then it's not real wide, but same thing, do whatever you feel, and it's good.
Well, even the one on the right, she has one coming down and two going up. So I mean, she was just using it as a pattern. She wasn't, she wasn't really trying to make it look like the growing plant.
Right, yeah. And then too, if you have a favorite background, so like well, no, I used one of the tiles that we did in the tile prep class, but I did actually I just put a grid behind it, and then as we were talking, um mostly because I wasn't following what you were saying completely, but I was like, oh, look it, I'm gonna put orbs in there, and then I'm gonna turn them into water drops later, and and so it turned out neat. But if you have a favorite background that you might want to use, um and Mom, let's see, yours was,
I put scribbly flowers and leaves and
yeah,
scribbly green things in there.
because the purple was already there,
Yeah.
and then what's neat is because you put that white aura around the whole thing. That was the other thing I had noticed on Sandy's samples, is she aura'd around the whole uh, work on look like all of them, but that helps if you're doing a background, I think. And
Yeah.
that way it kind of collects it. But because you
Yeah.
put that white aura around yours, it it's almost like you would know that the tile was already had the color on it. It's just kind
Yes.
of,
Whatever you say, Heather.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. It looks like maybe you did the coloring after you did the pattern, or all
Well,
all at
I
once.
added some color to it,
Yeah,
but yeah, it was all colored before.
yeah.
And I'm using
Oh,
a green one tonight because that will look like the green background and I can color them any color I want.
that's right. Oh, and I haven't decided what I was doing. I better get on the ball. Oh, I was inspired by Rosemary's. I mean, who's not ever inspired by Rosemary, because she's so amazing. But I really liked that on the tan, um, and to see if I can make them float like she did. So, although well, now I'm gonna try that. Let's say, oh, could also work on the black, and that would work too. Okay. What did I change my light here? There. Oh, nope. Nope. Yep. Maybe. Okay. All right. And I need a pen. Yes, I do. And I think I'm going to do again. I'm going to use the PN pen because for whatever reason, for sometimes for things like this, I kind of like it better. Just the feel of it. It's like a tactile thing. All right. So and welcome, Luna. I did send you put you on to get an invite. So, and I did it for next week too. So you should have gotten hopefully that email. But okay, so this is where take deep breath and just go. Okay, just go, just do. And I am going to work on the diagonal again. And sometimes it's just getting something on the paper, right? Like when we do, for those that have taken the Zentangle Essentials class, when we do our four corners and border, it gets you committed to being on to working on the paper, not committed otherwise. We don't do that. And I think this time I was going to try to do mine more smooth. I'm making apparently a really long one here that's going to look like a gourd. Because I couldn't decide which direction I was going. And what's so nice is that it's all okay. And I will just keep telling myself that. Some long ones here. Oh, maybe I'll do a stem. Oh, there's a thought. Who did that earlier? Mo, Deb. Remember? But it doesn't leave me much room for getting really small up at the top. But then again, you don't have to if you don't want to. Yes, mine look like gourds. And I'm aiming to have them a little bit closer together.
Hi, Heather. It's Helen.
Hey, Helen, how are you?
I'm good. I've had a long 2-3 months with lots of medical issues and stuff and traveling. But yeah, and my dog, I thought we're going to the concert at see Chris Stapleton tomorrow. And of course, my dog ran off with a styrofoam container and started eating it and choking.
Oh no!
And so I was like panicking, calling all these vets because I didn't want to go to MSU because I've had some issues there. And the other emergency vet in the area had an 8-hour wait.
Oh my gosh.
So my vet couldn't see her, and I watched her. I think she swallowed it. So now I had to make her chicken and rice so that we'll see if she eats. And, pets are like, we do everything for them, but it always comes at the wrong time.
Oh yeah. So is she doing okay?
She seems to be. So
Okay, you're still waiting. Okay. Well, you've
yeah.
come here for some
Zen.
some
I
Zen.
know.
Yes.
A little late to draw because I still got to put the chicken and stuff together. But I thought I just took in because I hadn't talked in so long and I missed coming. And yeah, and then I got to order some supplies. I'm pretty much out of paper. And I think I got to look at my bag and revamp. And yeah, I'd love to come to Ypsilanti someday. Where do you get your stuff through Dick Blick?
Yeah, you can on my if you go to my website, you can if you click the link that helps me because that
Yeah,
it's like
right. I knew there was a link there. So I go to your website first, which is your personal, like Heather Gladden.
Oh no,
or
Tangle
Tangling.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay,
And
I'll do it.
So
yeah, so maybe then next Thursday I can hook in, and then I'm going to sign back up to do, the membership thing because something happened with my credit card. So.
Oh, okay. I thought I thought it went, but we can talk about that offline. And yeah, and
Okay.
Tarla, I was gonna say I got to notice that your stuff has arrived. Mom, our stuff is coming tomorrow. But if you want Zentangle official stuff, I have a link there. I have like a store there also, so you can get more than there are some kits that Sakura puts out that are approved to be sold separately. That they can sell outside of through a CZT. But if you want tiles and stuff outside of that, there's another link on there for that. So
So what is this pattern that you're doing, just so I know?
So this one is called Foccsee.
Uh-huh.
And I'm laughing at the chat. And so Sandy from Ireland has come up with this one. And
Oh, nice.
yeah, and I'll be sending it out. So, but if you scroll up in the chat, I have the links for that, or I can put it in. And now all of a sudden, I'm thinking I should have looked back at Rosemary. Well, I'm getting it how I have it, because I was gonna channel Rosemary's the way she made it pop off the page. I think I can still do it though. So, but yeah, it's a fun tangle. Fun. So hopefully, grab any scrap paper and you can join in the fun. I think I'm gonna leave this one like this, and actually, oh, there you go. I was gonna say, say if you don't mind muting after, so that way, because we're getting some background stuff. But good to hear your voice. And
Yeah.
if I do some live things again, then I will let you know. Right. Awesome. Okay.
Chef du jour, chicken and rice.
And let me go ahead and mute you there. And I'm gonna look back because I need to see. And I like adding that flux. I was thinking I might do something like that on the sides, because that is kind of neat. Why is it not showing? Looking for something. I'm not frozen. I'm not frozen.
It helps to say that.
Well, that's okay. So, I'm thinking. Oh, there they are. Okay. Oh, I see. Because there was some light. Well, they were different colors. And so actually I'm looking, I'm going to need to add some color to this. So, and yeah, just dots. You could add some bigger ones. Even, and just have fun there. It looks like a shaking some pepper. And and looking back at the picture of the actual foxglove, that no, it does that the pattern stuff is kind of just on the inside, and it doesn't necessarily. It depends on, I guess, on which one you're looking at, whether it goes down, towards the edge or not. So never mind what I was thinking.
Yeah, it's funny. It's not on the outside. It's just on the inside.
Yeah.
Well, it's not funny, but it's interesting.
Interesting. Funny, interesting instead of funny, haha.
Yes.
Oh, Jennifer wonders if the foxglove plant only grows in season. It grows, seasonally. I don't, and because Sandy says it.
If it's growing wild, if she says it's growing wild,
That's what it sounded like. She just says it.
I planted some. I had some one time, but it seemed like it was an annual here, and I, planted it, and then it didn't come back.
Although I would think Ireland is kind of a similar. Maybe not. Maybe it's a little cool. I don't know. I'm not sure. Shirley says hers look like smiling ghosts. See, I was thinking the whole ghost thing before, and Jennifer's asking, how do you manage typing and drawing? I don't manage it well at all. Sometimes, some days I can't do two things at once. any case, all right, let me get. And I had this nice color out here earlier, and where did it go? I don't know. All right, so oh, ooh. Well, let's try this. White is out there. Ooh, pretty. Okay. Sure. There. Yeah, and say, oh, that looks nice, Mom.
Thank you.
That looks very, very nice.
I'm I'm drawing it like the flower
Right.
because I really like these patterns or these tangles that look organic, that look like something,
Uh-huh.
because I can draw them. I mean, because it's just like when we were at training or
Mm-hmm.
whatever, certification, and they had that sprig of rosemary on the table when we came back from lunch or break or something.
Yeah.
And I thought, oh no, we have to draw that. And then when they showed us the tangle that allows you to draw it, it was like amazing. And I feel so good now because I can draw that. I mean,
Right.
it's just, it amazes me. Doesn't take much, but that does.
And I yeah, no, exactly, because you don't know until you start doing it. You just look at the steps and don't worry about it.
Yeah. And it just appears like magic. You're
Good.
done and you think, oh, I drew foxglove flower. It's just like hibiscus, Deb's one, that
Yeah.
too. You know, I mean, I can draw something if I look at it.
Mhm.
I don't, I don't consider myself a true artist. A true artist, I think, is people who can just draw from their mind, kind of.
Yeah.
But I guess that, that's just one way to look at it.
Right. Right. Well, and the way I interpret it is if the spontaneous, like, you can just do it. You're not afraid to take chances. But then at the same time, I remember, well, I had a couple people say, like, you're not a musician if you can't improvise. And I'm like, well, I don't know. I feel kind of like a musician and I can't improvise. I was like, I kind of feel insulted. But
That's just that person's opinion.
that's just exactly. And it's just, so there's just different things. And it's all good. Oh, and that's what I was going to do here. And so now I'm having fun with color pencils. We'll see how this first one goes, and then am I gonna continue this? I don't know. Oh, because then I have to add some. Well, hmm, hmm. And right, Luna, yeah, when you break anything down into its steps. Yeah, it's not as overwhelming. And then, and that is just the neat thing about this is that the end result looks really, really neat. And people see the end result. They, oh, well, I could never do that. Yeah, you could. Yes, you could. Believe us. Yes, you can. Yeah, I don't know if I'm liking this or not. A musician is someone who doesn't make your head hurt. Yeah, but you have some bagpipes that would do that. If I could, get them to play more solidly. That's fine. Okay, so I don't know. Jury's out. So I will spend my time apparently more coloring more, tangling more. Let's try just a little bit lighter. And see what happens. Oh, and you know what? I bet. Yep.
What do you bet?
Well, I was just looking back. It's like because sometimes, because I'm looking back at Rosemary since I'm channeling her, and I'm like,
Oh,
she,
I
yeah, she did. I don't know if she did it in white first. And so instead of using the black, outline in white, and they go from there. And hers are a lot smaller than mine, but that's okay. I can go back. And let's see. Good.
I think we almost picked the same colors, Heather. What color is that color, the dark color you were using?
It is mulberry.
Oh, okay. Then we're not. That's okay. Not that it matters.
No, but I want to try while I'm paused. And saying what's fun about what we do anyway is the fact that we're playing, experimenting. It's more than just a tangle.
See, I'm having fun because I made my own coloring book.
Yeah. This and let it dry. Well, I find it always fun to try to replicate things because that's what I like doing. So I see something that I like, and it's like, oh, let's see if we can figure out how to do that.
Well, just be sure you write it down when you do that, so
Yeah,
we can know too.
Yeah, because there's nothing worse than, oh yeah, I don't remember how I got. Well, we'll just see. I'm just going to continue with this. It's still going to look interesting no matter what. I'll put something behind. I should put some green. Do my little dots in there. Might have been adding too much. Oh. That's, I think, the key. Sometimes you can have too much of a good thing.
I haven't done the dots yet, and I'm thinking I put a lighter color in the cup, like in the inside.
Yeah.
I'm thinking I should have done it just the opposite.
Oh no, I think, well, if you're trying to replicate,
I don't know what
on hers, and it is, it's lighter on the inside.
on Rosemary's.
I mean on the actual foxglove. Let me.
Oh, it was lighter on the inside.
Yeah, here.
Oh, okay.
See?
Okay, That helps me because that's yes. It's lighter and then darker.
Yeah, because I mean, so like where the opening of the flower is, it's almost light all the way around that, and then darker up that. As you go
Now
up
this
the
won't work
flower.
perfectly.
But it also depends on how many freckles are on the inside too. So yeah, so you're good. The other nice thing about Zentangle is, so you could start off with, well, I'm gonna, in your mind, I'm gonna try and replicate this, and then if it's not doesn't work out so great, then it's just like, well, there's no such thing as a mistake in Zentangle. It's non-representation.
It's what I intended it to be.
Right, and we can change our mind with that on whim.
Yes. It can be anything we want.
So funny.
Well, I think I'm achieving that look by putting a little white line above a
Oh
little black
yeah.
line.
Mm-hmm.
Except I have to keep, because I did the color pencil first, I have to keep
Oh yeah, daubing.
clearing my pen point. I'm working on this black thing, but look at the corner.
Yes. Yeah. Well,
Right? Keep cleaning the
here's
corner. Keep cleaning
mine
my
looks
pen.
like I've got
Oh, yours is up there. Okay.
I've got three. Well, yeah, three of the four corners of my paper, and I'm not going to repeat what Karen Maxey said. For those that are listening to the replay, you just gotta be here sometimes. Join in on the fun. I was thinking that too, Karen, but I wasn't gonna say it. Or at least on someone I was like going, okay, well, or they look like I'm thinking of like a hi-fi something, and they just look like um, some kind of like a leech. Like I was trying to get it out of my head, but they're so funny. And oh, that's so funny. Yeah, and Luna, right? Yeah, you're exactly right. Don't tell anyone what you're planning. Yeah, because then
Then you have to own up to it.
right, and that yeah, it's just it's a work in progress or something. So funny.
Or like Nathan always says, he wants it to be a surprise.
Yes. Actually, mine. Oh, what's okay? What I don't know what fruit I'm thinking of. It'll come to me. I like these later ones. Can I cut these right out there? Lighter is better. Why don't I just do all of these all at once? Apparently, that's no fun. Well, actually, the advantage is that way I learn as I go. It's like, oh, now I figured out what I like. So then, oh, gnome hat. Yeah, somebody, I don't remember who on the earlier session. They looked because I think it was red and white they used or something, and it looked like a bunch of Santa hats. And I thought that was just so funny. I was like, oh, well, look at it. When
I
it
don't I
comes
don't
at
know
time.
I don't know why, because I don't remember ever looking up anything gnomey. on
Yeah.
Pinterest, but all of a sudden, when I just go to Pinterest and they just, show me a bunch of things, all these different gnome things show up, and I thought, I I didn't go there and look for that. How come they're
Probably fairy garden stuff. Because they
well,
kind of
yeah.
go with that, sort of. All right. And as I mentioned, using your favorite background, and shading, you can do a number of ways. And we talked about shading just in that one, in the little opening. But like on mine from earlier, I did dark on one side and light on the other. If you want to make them look roundish, you could put some dark on both sides, or just leave
Oh,
them, whichever. Oh, Jennifer says, yeah,
yeah.
for a moment, I thought they looked like sweet potatoes that someone took a bite in all of them. You're just testing them. Yeah, exactly. Oh, dragon fruit. That's what I'm thinking. When I've seen dragon fruit, and it's like pinkish with like seeds in it, and that's what it's making me think. So definitely I started this. Let's see if I go back over. Sometimes it doesn't work to go back over the black with. Although if I'm doing little circles with it, that seems to be covering. Oh yes, that's working a lot nicer. Which means I have to do this to all of them. And I do like and I think I did that. Oh, I did do that on the earlier one. On just putting a single line above the curve line with white, just to highlight that. And I think I shall do that again. All right, let's see. Oh, chili peppers. Yes, I know. Yes, and someone earlier. Oh, the one that I kind of looked. They were in a nice triangle shape. Yeah, and they were in those colors, so it had like some green and red and yellow. Yes. So I really like that flux idea. Pen. Oh, do it in a green pen. It should show up just fine. Oh, but hmm. then now I'm like, okay, and where should I put them from here? I don't know. I could. Oh, no, I did stop the screen share. Okay. Well, because this is non-representational, I could do whatever I want. So I'm thinking, what do I want?
Yeah, that's figuring it out. That's the thing.
Right. That, yes. Oh, well, maybe this. Okay. And to aura or not to aura? That is the question. That is a question. Not necessarily the question. Okay. I tell you, sometimes when, when I'm thinking, I feel like when and both I think dogs and cats do this. When they turn around like several times, they kind of go in a circle before they plop down. I'm like,
So
I'm
that's
like,
what you're.
I'm turning my tile and turning my tile. It's like, oh, okay, now I think I know what I want to do. And then you have to have several air draws. Okay, I'll just do.
Yes.
I'm having it come out. Then it's just like, just tell myself, just do. Stop poking around. Have the thought in my head, and
Too quiet, Heather.
I know she's like thinking. Oh, it kind of does. It does look butterflyish because it's like, okay,
It does look like a butterfly.
I've gotten this out of my
Flying
system.
chili peppers or flying gnome hats
Flying chili
or any of the above.
sounds like a band. The Flying Chili Peppers. Oh, maybe I should. I should probably wait on that because I was thinking. Let's see. This is probably too. Whoa, that's very neon-y. Having a thought. And let's see. How are we doing on? Oh my gosh!
Getting down there.
Wow. What? No, never mind. I like. Then I had other thought, and I don't know where those things are. Okay, so I was just thinking, oh, I could hold these two together, scribble them. All right, get just this, and then I can finish the other part later. Tortillion, where are you? Let's do. Oh, let's see if I can get this to kind of mix. Oh yes, sort of mix together a little bit. So I don't see all that line. And this way I won't forget. Oh, that was what my thought was. Because then I can finish it up.
What was I thinking?
I had this great notion. Oh, darn, lost it.
Are you going to aura with white around all of them? Like
Yeah,
you
but I
started?
figured I better wait till after I do this because I would just have to redo
Oh, you
it
would just be
anyway.
covering it up. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's just like, oh, well, and then that's no fun. And I have these close enough together that kind of touching. If I had them a little further apart, then while I at least get the idea of what I was thinking. Hey, that looks kind of neat when I look at it at the picture. Wow. All right. Well, let's see what everybody did. I've been working to kind of like at 5-2, so that way it's not, running over. To do the great reveal. Oh, Alyssa, those are neat. Oh, and
Oh, Deb's beautiful.
Right.
I always forget about that funny looking flower that Deb did. We did that one, and I keep forgetting about it.
Yes.
It's a good
forgot
one to add.
Yeah, and I didn't write down what that, because we did when I was showing this one. It's on there. I don't remember what the name of it is either.
Okay.
So, all right. So, or at least keep your webcam up, and I will let you know before I take it. I just want to make sure to see how many we have, and that way I know if I have to do 2 or not. Actually, if I have to do 2, I should shut mine off. I can always add mine in later. But
Sharon's look like wedding bells.
And Mel G put in faces. That's so cute. Love it. Oh my gosh. Oh. And let's see. And let's see. And Jennifer, I don't think it's any. I'm just seeing black on yours.
Jennifer, I don't know. I see glitter.
It's just. I think it might be a bandwidthy type thing. And okay, we're getting. Let me turn off. I'm going to turn mine off.
Sandy W in Michigan has to hold it a little bit closer.
Okay.
Oh yes, that's good.
There we go. Yeah, I'd say, and at least just and I'll if you have to. Oh well, apparently it's just one page. It's showing the thing too. Okay, well that's interesting. All right, well, hold them up and say, Jennifer, I can always get yours after or something. It's just not wanting to cooperate, and or trying again. Lunar Flux. Thanks. Okay, hold them steady and. Oops, 1 second. All right, I gotta wait for this thing to. All right, hold on. Got it. Oh, and Storm, your mic is still on. We're hearing some.
Storm and Shirley are both. Well, Storm was on. Shirley is still on.
It's still. I can.
Did we lose?
All right, there we go. All right, I think. Oh, now Inez, did I not get you? It's all out of order.
And I don't see Tom and Carlos.
All right, keep them held up. I'll do 2.
Storm, put yours back up.
Yeah, I've got everybody. Inez, I didn't get yours.
There's Starla.
Yeah. Yeah, back yours up, Inez. I think yours might be the only one I didn't get.
Okay, hurry up, Heather.
All right, got it.
If not, I'll just post mine, Heather.
Okay. All right. Let me save this what I have. PM1. So that way, and then I'll flip back. Oh, Laura, that's neat. And did I? Oh, I did get Laura's. Yes, I did. I got that. Okay. And then let me new. All right. Save and PM2. Good. All right. Well, we'll start with the PM2 because I think I got everybody's. And let me share my screen.
Inez, where are you? You're in a beautiful place.
A virtual background. I wish.
Oh, it's not real?
No. You'll really get excited when I show you the one with the pool.
Oh. I thought maybe Inez, that you were celebrating our birthday early.
Not yet. Not
Did
yet.
she share her
We got
birthday
a week.
with you?
Yeah, birthday
It's on
twin.
the 16th.
I had another person I know, and she's like, "Oh, that's what she termed it." She's like, "Oh, we're birthday twins." I'm like, "Oh, that's a funny term. I love it." Oh my gosh! All right, so here, this is the second one. Some of them might be blurry because you were, pulling them back or something. But
Hmm.
and I will flip to the other one. But these are so neat, and I like gosh, and just all different enough. Oh, cool! And actually, oh, it's a carrots because it's light. I was having trouble seeing. But look, you went lighter at the bottom. And yeah, and here's Melgy, like the little faces.
I love the way Mary has shaded hers.
Yeah, little happy faces.
Happy faces, yes. Yeah, that is so cool. And I like Sue's shading and the way she did those on the inside. That's so cool. And I know
Mine showed up, but that was the one from the morning.
Okay.
Now can you bring it down a little, Heather?
Yep. And let me flip to the first one because I think Inez was the only one I didn't get on that first one.
No, I hadn't finished it.
Oh, okay. And this one, so this one we can kind of see some of them a little bit clearer. And
Can you get Sue's up there? Did you not get on?
No, I got Sue's. Both times. Yep. I like the little dragonflies. They're so cute.
Oh yeah,
Sue,
because I see it down
in
at
the
the bottom.
bottom. Yeah, the bottom corner. And now,
That-
and now Shulamit isn't. Wait, Shulamit, you did faces too? It looks like maybe. I'm trying to I'm squinting my eyes.
No,
Yes, that's true.
there's faces. I can't see them. Why can't I see
Because I
them?
can see it looks like little red eyes. Because they could look like this is a bunch of Little Red Riding Hood, and
They look like those little caps that they put on the neonates at the hospital.
yeah. Oh, so neat. So neat. And and it's just so fun and to just explore that extra creativity. Oh, and I like Tom McCarthy. I like with the let's see, you did is it waves I think in the background of Carla's, and then Tom did the Halabow. I was thinking Halabow was in my head because it looks like can look latticey. And just so neat.